How do I tell my daughter about remembering a friend with a note from Dad?
Hi, Avery. I want to talk to you about Ziggy Serpico. Ziggy Serpico was a friend of Grandpa Jack. Both Grandpa Jack and Ziggy played baseball in Maine. I had heard Ziggy's name and it stuck with me. Months later, I remembered his name and made a joke about it to Grandpa Jack. He loved it and was delighted that I remembered something so specific from his life 30 or 40 years ago. When we make people feel heard and remembered, they light up. Their energy increases and wonderful chemicals are released in the brain. We are so blessed to be alive and have minds which allow us to perform these miracles. Let us be the people who use our divine energy to light people up, make them feel special and loved. I love you. Love, Dad. So my father-in-law, he had mentioned this guy's name, Ziggy Serpico, and it's such a unique name that it stuck with me in my brain. And, one day this his name randomly popped up in my head, and I Googled it and I saw that they had played baseball together. And I remembered him mentioning his name to me. And so I sent him a joke. I said, who is a better baseball player, Ziggy Serpico or Joe Torre? And he was like, Joe Torre never struck me out, so I'd have to say Ziggy Serpico. And it was just so funny that he's 90 and there's no one in his life who probably remembers this guy that he spent some of his youth with until I brought it up. And he got such a kick out of hearing that name and being remembered that it just kind of made his day. And I thought that was so cool that we have the ability to do that. It doesn't matter if you're, rich or poor, man or woman, whatever. We can remember certain specific things about people, certain jokes or certain things that they tell us. And when we bring that back up in a funny way or a kind way, it makes them feel great and it makes them feel remembered. And there's just something that's so cool about it, especially when you can mix in some humor. And I just want to let her know that life is full of those cool moments and it's worth knowing that you can create those moments. And for me, I want to share that I had this great moment and this is something that I really like. And hopefully when she gets older, she'll remember that and she can remember to bring up these jokes with people too, like I like to do. So that is today's note from Dad.